If you gonna win against the enemy, you better be packing your shield of faith. Everyone needs their shield of faith, because the enemy is going to come at us mentally and emotionally with these fiery darts, and we are going to have to quench the fire on these darts. Fiery darts are like squirrels. We're just so used to them. They're just flying by our head. Oh, well, she didn't mean that. Or I wasn't thinking. Or I wasn't offended. And you shouldn't be offended. We do not want the spirit of offense. But you have to know when the enemy is attacking you. And the only way to do that is to put the full armor on of God. And Ephesians 6, it says, starting at verse 14, we must review. Stand therefore, having girded your waist with truth, having put on the breastplate of righteousness, and having shod your feet with the preparation of the gospel of peace. Above all, taking the shield of faith, with which you will be able to quench all the fiery darts of the wicked one. And as I've told you before, that wicked one could be right at home with you. It could be at work. It could be the boss. It could be your pastor. It could be sister so-and-so or brother so-and-so. The wicked one can be anyone the enemy chooses to use. If your guard is down and you're not being obedient, if you're not sanctified and consecrated, and sanctified and consecrated means you're praying, you're fasting, you're in touch with the Lord, your intentions are good. If you're out there leaving doors and windows open, the enemy just comes right in. You ever been insulted by someone, or someone attacks you out of nowhere and you're like, where did that come from? She's always so sweet. She is a sweet woman. Or he don't bother no one. I don't know where. Listen, the enemy will mess with you. Good people don't necessarily go to heaven just because they're nice. Do they believe in Jesus Christ, and are they following this word? That's it. Living by the word, standing on it 10 toes down. I can't tell you enough. Those flaming darts that I say are like squirrels. We see squirrels. We're not even moved by squirrels, but they are those doubts that come in our head. Now, Satan doesn't know what we're thinking, okay? But he knows our patterns. He knows your belief system because he interacts. You got to realize, especially in the bloodline, they are monitoring spirits, and they've been studying you. They've been studying your parents. They've been studying all your people. You see what I'm saying? And so he knows. So he knows what doubts, because he knows what your fear is. And he put that doubt in your head. You knew for sure what you were going to do, how you were going to do it. Something that was going to, something you were going to do at church, something you were going to do as an organization for the community, to uplift a family, to do. Then a doubt comes in. Doubts on yourself. Doubts on the abilities of other people to commune with you, to fellowship with you, and you start to think, I don't know. Should I? Those are the doubts. God promised us trials and tribulations will come in our world as we live. But those trials come. They come. But you got to know how to dodge them. You don't just take them. You don't just take them. You got to put that shield of faith up. You got to put the shield of faith up. Yes. So, what else is there? We have the temptations. Humans have temptations. You know darn well you ain't supposed to call that woman. That dude that slid into your DM or text you because he still have your number because you've had the same number. Those are temptations that are fiery darts. And we have to be with the full armor. The helmet, the chest plate of righteousness, the belt of truth, all got everything. Your feet fitted into the peace. Peace at any given time. Whatever jumps off, you got to be ready to speak to people in peace, in words, to with wisdom admonish one another and say, hey, that's not cool. You know, you ain't supposed to come off, you know, in a proud way, from a fleshy way. We always got to have our feet 10 toes down and fitted in what we're guarding. The noise that you hear is my 𝙎.𝙒.𝘖, and he is jealous right now that I'm talking and not paying attention. I would put him on camera, but he just runs from me. He got a haircut. So he's looking like a hot mess. Say hello. Hello, everyone. I'll be right with you, sir. I'll be right. Insults. When people insult you, when someone else gets that job, and you know darn well you were the next one up from that job, you have to protect yourself from the fiery darts. What do you say? What do you do? That's when you go in your prayer closet, and then sometimes it's when you go into the bathroom stall. I've been in the bathroom stall a whole lot. You go into that bathroom stall and you pray. Holy Spirit, what do I do now? It's never a good idea for you just to put your personal human perspective on this spiritual world. Everything's spiritual. We're all spiritual. Get your soul out of your way. Your soul is your mind, your emotions, your will. You know, you want to do this. You decide to do this. Well, they did this. I'm going to do this instead. You better pray on it. And the only way that we can stay covered on a daily basis, as I mentioned before, is get up out of the bed before and just imagine putting it on. And my favorite part is the sword. I can't wait till we talk about that sword, because you cut that flesh from the bone from the marrow, the darkness from the light. That sword, that word, that Jesus Christ, that blood is powerful. But you got to know how to wield it, or you cut yourself. You got to be very, very, very careful. What else do we have to say? Oh, when you get in a situation and you know someone is insulting you, it's so important, the pregnant pause. You got to look them right in the eyes. You gotta let them think, oh boy, what did I just say? So often people can't learn, people can't get better because we always got our mouth. Well, you know how she is. How is she? Be comfortable with the pause. That pregnant pause is powerful. Be comfortable. Sometimes, you remember back in the day, your mother give you that look when you're in church. She could be all the way on the other side of the church. She give you that look, you knew. And that's what we have to do. Keep our mouth closed. And look, we got two eyes for a reason. We got one mouth. But we have two eyes because we got to be ready just to look someone in the face. When they send that fiery dart, just one look can quench that fire on that dart. We have to protect ourselves. We got to stop falling in the hands of the enemy every single time, because the enemy knows your siblings know how to push those buttons. Though that girl group, those guys down at the lodge, oh, here he come, his old lady such and such. They all know. So that's why we have to stand strong in peace and represent what God has given us, that full armor. God has not just put us out there. We have to be so careful to put on the full armor daily. We can't just say, oh, I listened to Kimberly today and forget. And then next week, oh, I'll wait for the next one. Right now, we have one more, and this is a whole series. So you come back to it. You study on your own. Google if you forget. What is the helmet for? What is the helmet of salvation? Even Google knows. So it's just so important to protect ourselves, honor our Father, honor ourselves. Do you see what I'm saying? God didn't put us out here with these trials and tribulations and to give us nothing to defend ourselves. We can defend ourselves with our sword. We can put our chest out there because we have the breastplate of righteousness. I am the righteousness of God. When you're on your way into that job interview, when you're going into that meeting, when there's 20 people going to be looking at you, or when you're speaking and there's 1,000 people looking at you, Lord, may your righteousness go before me and your glory be my rear guard. Words are powerful. We want to use this tongue, which is sharpened. It is sharpened. God sharpens it, just like our sword, to do good and not evil. So we have one more weapon, and I look forward to closing this series out with you. Thank you for all the interruptions, your patience and mercy and grace on me and BJ, aka Baby James. Until next time, y'all go ahead and get your swag on.